Hi and welcome to Kiwi Bred, your weekly insight into the horses and the personalities that make up the New Zealand thoroughbred breeding industry. I'm Aidan Rodley. Coming up on the show this week, we're at the Oak Stud to check out how Niagara has settled into his new home in the north. But first up, we're in Matamata with a couple of local breeding and racing identities, Danny and Judy Moss.
Keep the pace, range up on the outside of the Sharapova, and then a chance to dream. Zarzweiler out of the pack with November Rain. Keep the pace in front. Zarzweiler flying with November Rain. Keep the pace hanging on. Yeah, with the Oaks.
This was one of the most bittersweet moments of Danny and Judy Moss's lives. There was the regret that they had followed advice to sell their keeper filly Keep the Peace, but there was also the indelible thrill that they had just bred a Group 1 winner. It was a culmination of an introduction to breeding that began when the couple took over the broodmare band of Judy's parents John and June Smelly when they died. Among those mares was Keep the Peace's damn Peace of Mind.
I ended up with Peace of Mind and Kiwi Bred, but at that stage I had about 7 or 8 horses to sort out, so Russell Warwick took Kiwi Bred and Peace of Mind. And Peace of Mind, he was going to send it to the sales, had a clean out and rang me, and I said, no, I'll take her back. So I brought her back here, and since then we've had a few more foals out of her.
It's Judy's hobby. I got involved in the administration side. And
he doesn't want to know them when they're not winning. When they're winning, he's on the scene.
And so it's been Judy's hobby, but she took over from her parents, really.
Yeah, I mainly took over from them.
Yeah.
What made you keep the peace? Those damn.
Probably the last of the family of Mum and Dad's mares that were left, and they kept those two, and the rest they sold and got rid of, and they were the last two. They kept those two, and so I said I'll take those. And and she's 24 now, and just had a colt the other day by a reliable man.
Bred and raced by Judy's parents, who also bred her half-brother Hong Kong Horse of the Year Makapura Star, Peace of Mind won 6 races before she was retired to stud. Back with the Mosses, Peace of Mind foaled a Captain Rio colt, which they sold to Korea, and then Keep the Peace, which the couple put into training with Matamata's Lance O'Sullivan and Andrew Scott.
Scotty said to me, you might as well sell her, she's no champion. I said, oh, I want to keep her because she was getting on then. And he said, oh, nah, to be honest, Jude, she's no champion. Look what happened. So he's never heard the end of it.
Under Cambridge trainer Sean Ritchie, Keep the Peace won 2 of her first 3 starts before finishing second to Katie Lee in the Group 1 1,000 guineas at Riccarton. After spelling, she won the Group 3 Desert Gold Stakes at Trentham, and following her second in the Group 3 Lowland Stakes, she landed her first Group 1 win in the New Zealand Oaks at Trentham. She was to follow with further Group 1 success in the Mudgeway Parts World Stakes at Hastings.
Keep the peace in front. Wall Street is coming after him from Fritzy Boy, then Bolgan Bar. Keep the peace, the Oaks winner. Wall Street lunged. Oh, gee, this is close.
Then added the Honui Farm Wait for Age Classic.
Keep the peace in Wall Street. They drew out, running on, hold it Harvey, and then Dasluti. Keep the peace. I think she's got him down. He tries hard, but keep the peace. And that's 6 for McDonald and the one he wanted.
Following her through, it was exciting, yeah.
Was it tinged with regret?
It was very much, because I used to say, I said to Scott, oh, I want to keep her. Been thinking that we wouldn't get many more out of her, but we actually have since her. But anyhow, we've got a full sister, but she's not a Keep the Peace. That's it. They can so different, can't they?
The beauty is now you've got that Group 1
Yes.
in the family.
Yes. And we've got Rio Rose, who's she's due to foal to McPhee. So hopefully that's something exciting. Yeah, and we've got a filly out of Rio Rose by Reliable Man. So she's out here. She's been accepted for the K1 sale. So we've never been there before. So
We thought breeding, you know, it's only us small guys. Against the big boys, you got no show, you know. But luckily, we have been accepted, which has given us a bit of a thrill.
The Mosses chose Cambridge stud sire Keeper as a mate for Peace of Mind, not only because he was a stallion that suited their budget, but also because they wanted to inject some size into their foal.
For size and for price. I mean, we're not into the big league. We're only hobby farmers. Farming's our main income, and the horses were Judy's hobby. So we had to go to what we could afford.
The Mosses moved from their Tipoi dairy farm 11 years ago. At Tipoi, they were milking 1,000 cows and reared broiler chickens. And while Judy rears calves at their Matamata property and runs a small herd of beef cattle there, the focus is now on the horses. They have raced Group 1 performers such as Secret Hero, O'Malley's Boy and Keep the Peace's half-brother Who's Your Master, and loved that involvement.
We seem to get one good one every 10 years, and time's running out.
Oh no, we've had we've had a few.
We had Secret Hero.
Yeah, he went to Aussie. Mike took him over there, and he did all right.
He won a few listed races over there for us, and
O'Malley's Boy.
O'Malley's Boy is probably our best horse.
What was O'Malley's Boy's best one?
Probably the Concord. Probably. He got beaten twice by a nose in Group 1 by the Easter and the Railway, and we always sort of think about it. And Master got beaten by a nose. And we've bred multiple Group 1 with mares, but we can't win a Group 1 with a racehorse. It's been close.
Chicken Den.
You were very close. You talked about Who's Your Master. What was that like following him through the career?
Oh, he was our boy. Following him was really exciting. We had a wind problem, which we knew, and then I said, I didn't like the idea of this suffering, you know, so I said, get him sorted. So they operated on him, and luckily it was a success. The first race back, he had a pyro, and he just went round on a shocking day, and
We won by 6 or 8 lengths. He was probably potentially our best horse.
If he hadn't had this wind problem, they just said he would have been really.
He was sort of only racing 80%. But O'Malley's Boy was just always there. Always there. Ugly looking horse. It was only 15 hands. I remember we took him down to the Spring Carnival down at Hawke's Bay, and they said, where the hell did you get that horse, you know? And I said, we've just been through the Manor, we just picked him up because he had a woolly thing. The ugliest horse. But boy, he could run.
The Mosses have now retired Peace of Mind after she foaled a reliable man colt, though they will continue breeding from her daughter Rio Rose and keep the Peace's sister Keeper in mind, a winner at Rotorua last week.
What's your plans for the future of your breed?
I'm going to try breeding now because I sort of think, I've done this into racing, and we've got up there a couple of good brood mares family-wise, and I think I'll try that now because we're not getting any younger.
Yes, Danny and Judy Moss certainly have a passion for the thoroughbred, and we wish them all the best as they continue to develop their family. Coming up next on Kiwi Bred, we speak to Westbury studs Russell Warwick about the success of shuttle sire McPhee and where the next stage of his career is taking him.